So, good morning, everybody. It's 10 a.m. Kenyan time. That's GMT plus 3. And what I want to do is I want to just do a quick technical analysis of different currency pairs in the trades that I'm going to be calling out in my Telegram channel, or actually some of them, maybe not all. Maybe I usually just call about 3 to 5 trades a day, but I might look at maybe up to maybe even 20 pairs. So I'm going to try and do this quickly. For those who've watched my previous videos, you've probably seen me just show you how I actually plot my chart. So today the focus of this video is not going to be how I draw my trend lines and why and things like that. Please just refer to my previous videos. So yeah, Lilian Okado here doing her technical analysis. I was supposed to do this on Sunday night, but I got caught up just on some mentorship calls with some of my amazing mentors. So I didn't want to skip on that. And it was too late to continue to do a video. Then Monday, again, I got up. So that's why I'm doing this now, because anyway, I'm going to be trading today because I trade 3 times a week. That's like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So this analysis will also kind of benefit me. Actually, not kind of, it will benefit me because this will help me make my own decisions, especially as I'm calling out trades this week. So enjoy as I go through the pairs, and as I go through each one. What I usually do every morning, I look at the fundamentals, which I already have done, but I'll do a quick video on how I do that, on my fundamentals in terms of analysis in another video, very short video on that, just to show you how I read the news, how I interpret it, because I know sometimes people wonder how does one tie in the news with the technical. So because I believe fundamentals is very important, especially when you're trading heavily heavily influenced pairs that you know are affected by the news, by the economy, and so on and so forth. So let's get started. So what I usually do, I get out my trading journal. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm writing into my trading journal the date and the potential trades for today. So it's the 19th of May, 2020. I usually track all my trades every day. So I have a list of all the trades I've done since last year when I began to trade as a trader and when I started my channel, especially, which was 20th May. So tomorrow will actually be my first year anniversary of my channel, Fierce Launchpad. So yeah, so the potential trades for today, we're looking at GU because I'm actually looking at it, not necessarily because I want to trade it, but because it's open on my screen. So GU, I already can see potentially, let's say, about 84 pips, probably 100 pips on a buy. Okay, so 100 pips on a buy. Okay, so that's a really good potential trade. Already looks nice. It did the move I wanted last week. It literally came down all the way from 1.23479 to my take profit was here 1.20395, but it only got to 1.2089. So the take profit was missed by probably 20 pips. Yeah. Or rather maybe 30 pips rather. So about 30 pips, 20 to 30 pips, which is not bad. I mean, that's really good because you could have still collected about, let's see, 250. So a clean 200 pips on that call. So today I'm just seeing a pullback of about, let's say, 100 pips. It could continue upwards, but if it doesn't, it will continue down. Okay. So I'll leave it at that. That's GU, and I usually analyze the day chart. So day chart, if I look at the 30, if I look at the 30-minute chart, what I would do. So just what I do. If you watch my other videos, you'll probably see why. I might take time explaining. Just trying to find the zones so that I can really plot my entries a bit accurately. So pips is about here. So we have good take profit point. So let's see. I might call this trade out, but I really just look for the best trades of the day. So 92 pips, potentially it might reach potentially might get to 117 pips, 90 to 117 pips. Okay, so that's GU. So let me look at GBP as well. That's anyway the same story, but let me look at the day chart. So the GJ, what I'm seeing is about 140 pips. So GBP, JPY by 140 pips. Let's look at GBP. I like GBP. I love the way it moves. Usually one of my favorite GBP pairs. So as you can see, this is a previous arrow I drew in my previous analysis, and it actually did hit my take profit area, as you can see here. So let's see this. What does it say? What does it say? Speak to me. Speak to me. Let's do something over here. I just usually move the trend lines. Just usually move them. I don't spend too much time trying to draw new lines because clearly, as you can see, I got so many of them. Okay, so it's possible GA could be changing trend, but I don't think it's ready to take. It's got 289 and possibly it might retrace about 170, 80 pips before it starts its downtrend. Okay, to about maybe 500 pips, 550, 520 pips on a sell, but I think it wants to pull back about 169 pips. So GBP, but I'll know my entry and direction of the trend if I want to take a quick intraday on the 30 minutes. So about 169 to, and then a sell for probably 500 pips. So we can look at this even maybe towards the end of the week or next week. Okay, let me just look at the 30 minutes. So we can also maybe just look at the entries now and forget about it. I hope I don't take too long on this. I really don't want to take too long on this. Guys, I know you enjoy it because if you would just watch what I'm doing, you'll probably figure out eventually how I trade. It's not rocket science, to be honest. I keep saying I'm such a simple trader. I'm actually still learning so much. Like the other day, I learned how to draw a harmonic pattern. It was really interesting. I do these things for fun, like just adding on to my knowledge. I don't necessarily change what I do, but if I find something interesting, and I liked one of my mentors, Randy, is teaching people how to use our harmonic software tool currently, and he's really simplified it. And that made me curious. Okay, I already know how to use a harmonics tool, but it made me curious about the harmonics patterns that I've not really been interested in learning because I don't like complicated trading, and I found it complicated in the beginning. But then I just recently learned how to draw the Gartley pattern. I think I'll do a quick fun video on that for anybody who'd be curious about the harmonic Gartley and the bat and the patterns and these other patterns and how you can draw them and how you can trade with them. I think they're quite interesting. So GJ here, about 90, 94 clean pips, so if not 169, okay, If it doesn't go all the way to this point, okay, a potential exit is at 94 pips. So I'll probably just pull this down a bit here and maybe change the color so I remind myself what that is. So that'll be a potential take profit, okay? 94 pips thereabouts. So at 10 o'clock, I usually like trading from 10 from now, but I'm late on doing my analysis. So whenever GA, whichever GBP, USD, I have a bias for that, so it's not like I think I'd already looked at these before. Oh yeah, I had. So as you can tell, ECHF, see, it's doing the same thing. So GBP pairs are basically kind of behaving the same way, kind of. So let's see. And I kind of like it when I see similarities because then it makes me a bit more confident about my decisions in trading. So like just more confident. And it improves my instinct. So about 78 pips at least on GBP CHF. Okay, I don't want to push for more right now because let's look at the day. Yeah, because it could probably push back down. It actually did hit, you see my previous analysis, it hit my take profit zone, but it's on a pullback. Yeah, so it might go all the way here. So that would be about 194 pips, right? Yeah, but 74 is a good, 78 is a good bet. So let's look at ZAU USD. Another pair that I like to trade. Some metal gold. I like to trade gold. Yesterday I helped some people make a couple of pips on gold and I was training them. It was fun. And it actually did what I wanted it to do. Wow, somebody would have taken a sell. Although it kind of pulled back. Yep. And yeah, it did exactly what I wanted it to. So let's see what the day chart is telling me. Gold can be unpredictable though. I'm still a bit biased on a sell. Despite it being on a pullback, I'm still a bit biased on a sell for about 133 pips. But if not, yeah, 133 pips on a sell. But if not, it's possible that it could pull back maybe 75 pips on a buy. But I'm more biased on a sell. Even if it pulls back up, I think it will go down before it continues up. So because of how gold has been behaving fundamentally, which we'll look at in a different video later. Let's look at US 30, one of my favorite indices. US 30 is a net long, so I already have a bias for 729 pips move up. Although it's forming like a downward trend, a downward candle. I've still not yet crammed how the names of all these candles, but so okay, my biro is dying. Or so 700 pips. Okay, guys. Nine hundred 29 pips. So I'll see what the perfect entry for this should be, to be honest. If I actually make a a final decision. You believe what I'm trying to do, guys. Now, what I'm trying to do is find a pencil because my biro has just run out of ink. Found one, so we're good now. Still on a biased for a buy on ES30, but let's look at the 30 minutes because it's a bit mixed. The stocks have been a bit mixed. That's all I can say. And really, they should be dropping. The economy is not great, but nothing happens on the stock market as it should. So I never get surprised. I think that's what makes me love indices. I love the surprises. I love the, oh my God, that just happened. So right now, potentially on a pullback of 160 pips before it probably does its thing of now, like about, let's see, 200, 300 pips. So it's on a potential pullback of 150 pips. Then it should just go and do its 300 to 700 pips. That's potentially. Otherwise, when we're actually taking the trade, we'll definitely look at it again because we also don't want to enter the trade blindly. So that's 30, German 30. Another index I love. I usually try to not get tempted to trade it all at the same time because they're really, really volatile. Really, really volatile. Really, really volatile, guys. So we trade it with caution. And we can see what's happening to German 30. It's pulling back. So it's as expected. But I want to see what it happens at this zone because I have a feeling it'll pull back up or it could break. So if it pulls back up, let's see the break. I would probably go for about 100 pips on GR on a sell. But there's also a potential over buy. The thing with trading, you're never 100%. There's always different scenarios. At the point of making a trading decision for an immediate entry, you just need to be confident about what you're seeing. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm just giving potential ideas, and then I'll have to look at the market again at point of entry to make my final decision. So this is not settled in stone, guys. So I don't want anybody to think it's a sure. There's some which are already sure, like the GUs, the GBP pairs, but indices, because of how fast they move, you also have to know when to enter because you could be entering when the move has already started or completed or it's halfway. And I usually say you do not want to be caught up in a moving trade with an index because you will shed some really nice tears. Yesterday, EU pairs behaved beautifully. Like, oh, I was again analyzing this with some of my friends. We had a call that didn't really happen, and I just decided, okay, instead of wasting the hour, why don't I give you guys some trades? It was really fun. So if you ever get me in a good mood and one of those calls, I keep on saying, if you come for our calls and our presentations daily, and we probably don't have first-time visitors, we'll always make it worth your while and do something. Throw in some training, throw in some pips, throw in some money. So Euro USD could be on a pullback right now as we speak of, let's say, about 30 pips. But really, let's look at EU broke my trend, okay? So, which I had predicted yesterday. So right now, I kind of feel like EU is on an uptrend. So my bias is really up. Like Right now, my bias is up. So I'm seeing about 90 pips, another probably EU potential buy of about 90 pips. Okay, guys? Potential. Note what I've said. Don't quote me. Potentially. So, yeah, so it could pull down like a couple 20, 30 pips here. Yeah, about 15 pips, right? Or even more. Like I said, 20, 30 pips. But I really have a strong bias for an uptrend. So whatever happens here, right now, I also don't like taking small pips, like 30 pips trades. I prefer entering one where I see huge moves, even if they take the whole day. That way, I'm confident that whatever is happening in the day, at the end of it, I'll close in profit. That's basically my strategy. I just gave you the secret. Yay. All for free. All for free. Man, I'm too kind. But I'm really enjoying doing this. Guys, if you have any topics you want me to train on, even if I haven't like, or I don't use them, like maybe I want to do a training on, let's say, Gatli harmonics training, on how to draw the patterns. I don't necessarily use them, but I find them interesting, and anything that interests me for me is also my learning point, and you just never know, I might adopt it into my strategy. Because I like getting dirty, and I think drawing those patterns is just one amazing thing. So Euro JPY, as you can see, I'd already analyzed this for an uptrend. I feel like the liquidity has to be cleared here. Volume indicator. So 119 on Euro JPY. Okay? I'm more biased on Euro JPY than I am on Euro USD. I don't know why. I can't really explain it, but that's what my gut is telling me. So if I was to choose a trade between the two, I would definitely take Euro JPY. But then I would also wait for this candle to kind of do its thing because it's on a really strong resistance and support. So Euro CHF, another pair I like. This is taking me longer than I had anticipated. Yeah, sure. Euro CHF is definitely on an uptrend. I see about 320 pips. In terms of entry, I'd have to look at it on the 30-minute. The reason why I use the 30-minute is because I'm an intraday trader, guys. Some people use 15 minutes, others use 1 hour, others use 4 hours. I don't know. I just chose the 30-minute and it's stuck. So I just don't look at anything else. I mean, I don't need to. I don't want to. Okay, so this I thought it was gonna break. It did reach like let's say 20 pips, then yeah, it reversed and did its thing. So that's expected, like something happened. I mean, I know for sure Euro has gained considerably in the Eurozone compared to other pairs. I think the Germans have just been doing a very good job keeping their economy afloat. The UK, on the other hand, Brexit is doing the the British pound some pressure. Of course, coronavirus, this virus that doesn't want to go, it's here to stay. I don't even know why guys are talking about Corona going. Corona is not going nowhere. So we just need to go out there, get our herd immunity sorted, and get on with our lives and just, fall sick, get ready, get well rather. If you're an alkaline diet person, I don't even think you should worry about corona. I think the meat lovers and the protein people out there really need to check themselves. Because I'm really a fan of Dr. Sebi. So I'm vegetarian and everything. And I really believe that if you just watch your weight, I mean your health, not your weight, not your weight. Don't watch your weight, watch your health, what you put in your body. That's it. There's no disease that you can't handle, be it HIV, cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, doesn't matter. Even diabetes 2, which people say doesn't have a cure. I don't believe in no cures theory. I just believe that, we've had one way for too long, and that's pharmaceuticals and medicine, modern medicine. But I'm a dissident when it comes to medicine, so the wrong person to talk to. Anyway, we're looking at Euro CHF, and I'm seeing 247 pips or more, 321 or less, 160. So choose your poison, all right, guys? But about 150 to about 300 pips. Let's look on the 30-minute again on the Euro CHF. 30 minutes. Let's see if it tells us a different story. Do you tell us a different story? Possibly. I still think it's on a buy. But Euro CHF, usually it moves slowly, okay? But when it moves, then it makes moves like these ones. Like it's been consolidating forever. Then all of a sudden it just woke up and said, hell no, I want to get away from the pack. Yeah, that's Euro CHF. That's how she behaves. That's how she behaves. So she might, do a pullback of about, let's say, a couple of pips, like maybe 10, 20, 10, 13 pips, and then fool all of you thinking it's going down, but hey, I'm just gonna go up. But I'm gonna wait on this because anything can change between the time I see it now and when I take it. So I think I've done 10 pairs. Maybe I look at 5 more pairs. So I've done Euro JPY, Euro CHF, I did Euro USD. What Euro pair haven't I done? Euro CAD, okay, let's just do it for fun. It's not a pair I trade so often, but for those who do, this might be helpful. Euro CAD doing the same thing, kinda. I mean, I biased on that. Kinda doing the same thing. So like, if I look from this end, this has been a very strong floor, okay? It's tried to penetrate this floor for a while, and it's kind of had a difficulty doing so, okay? Now it looks like it's impulsing up. Wow, this doesn't look like a bad. This is about 24 pips. Okay, I think I'm looking for more. But you could take 20 pips there, guys, and make your money. But what I'm looking for is more than 20 pips. So I'm kind of looking for like 70, 80 pips. I think that's a good bet. So we can take a safe 80 pips by maybe 80 if you're pushing it 100. So 80 to 100 pips on Euro CHF. Now you probably take 3 or 5 trades today. Then you can take the rest of the week. These trades will not necessarily all complete in one day. Some may complete tomorrow or the day after. So that's why I'm doing multiple trades for you guys. This was EuroCAD. Sorry, this was EuroCAD. So EuroCAD by 80 to 100 pips. EuroCAD, I wanna buy. Just rub something here. So literally, guys, this is how I trade. Like, so much fun. So much fun. This is how we make money every day, every day. Euro NZD, the GJ of the Euro pair. Anytime you want to trade this pair and you think it's gonna go one way, baby, it goes another way. So I realized it's very anti-correlating other pairs. So don't trade Euro NZD the way you trade other Euro pairs. Now, you're gonna be in trouble, big, big trouble. So Euro NZD, I'm seeing a sell opportunity of about 300 pips, 350 pips in the long run. So you can choose to take this whenever you're ready. 350 good pips, babies. Children of God, we doing this. Oh, for those who don't believe in God, sorry, I'm a believer. Don't say you can't take my trades, man. My trades are hot. They are hot. They are fire. They're fierce. So, let's see what she's telling me. This really ridiculously volatile hair. Oh God, she crazy. She just decides, I'm gonna surprise you people. I'm just gonna do my thing. So Euro and ZD, I'm biased for a downtrend, okay? And this is why. So I do expect it to break here, okay? So perfect entry would be here, and for it to go all the way down, like really, like all the way down, about 194. It might even get to the 300 in one day, but that's my bias. It might pull back, but I'm still heavily biased on the downtrend. So that's where we are at. So what other pair haven't I looked at? Let's look at NZD-JPY. I really sometimes find some really nice moves on NZD-JPY. And as you can see, it's just followed. It's respected the channel. Moves pretty slowly. But look at this, guys. Like, you can wait like 2 days and do like 190 pips clean, like comfortably. It's such a sweet moving pair. Like, I don't even know what to say. But right now, I feel like it has how many more pips to go up? Like maybe 74 pips, okay? Then we can look at it again. So a buy. Then we can look at it again. So I'm just writing a look at it again to look at where the long breakout trend is going to be. So I'm just making a note that I need to revert to NZD-JPY for later in the week because this pair is sweet. Like if it breaks out, man, we're gonna see like 265 pips, or yeah, I'm biased for a buy, but this is still for information. So take your 70 pips and be out, my friends. Be out. Be out. So AUD, yes, those are my favorite pairs. How could I forget my babies? My baptism babies. Like I got baptized with these creatures called AU from the Australians. I love AUD. USD. I really do. So yeah, this is how I do my analysis. As you can see, my arrow is still pointing up. That means I expect it to go up. And it has respected my, like from the time it was here, it did like 134. So it doesn't move as fast and as exciting, but I like it because it's very predictable. So right about now, we have another 60 pips to go to finish that move, AD/USD. It might be a slow pair, okay? So don't be there looking at your screen the whole day. Then when it gets there, guys, we look at it again for the remainder of the week or for next week. AUDJPY is telling me the same thing, okay? I'm biased for about 300 pips, but a good 150 pips. AUDJPY sometimes is also very unpredictable, so I will trade it with caution. Okay, my daughter's just waking up, and you can hear her clearing her throat. So don't mind her. So I hope as you're catching some pips with me, I think we're good to go. My favorite pairs, I think I've looked at those ones, AUD and the AUD card. I'd rather AUD card anytime. So AUD card is finishing the channel. Let's look at the 30 minutes. This is about, let's see, about 25 pips to go. I think I'll do hold on that for now, okay? Let's look at card JPY. Ooh. Did what I wanted it to do here. So card JPY, I'm biased for a buy, but this pair is also still there. I see 137 potential. I wouldn't like jump into cut JPY now. I prefer, I think it's a better trade during the New York session, maybe not so much the London session. So guys, I've done 16 pairs. What have I left out? That's good. Yeah, I think we are good to go. Yeah, 16 pairs, guys. We've done this in what, about just under an hour, which is awesome. Hopefully I'll get better at doing this a bit faster. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening in. If you do take my trades, please give me some feedback at the end of the week when we're doing our final analysis of what happened during the week. And I hope to do my fundamentals video up next. So look out for that as well, because I really think fundamentals are important. So thanks, guys. Have a lovely Tuesday. Happy trading. Make some money, guys. Fierce traders, we're out.